sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil. As it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from downtown Indy. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys you never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him, and I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has.
Jones now on first down. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 54 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indians. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. The kick is good. The Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts 7, Chiefs nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
14 yards.
14 on the pickup. And the Chiefs have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Ooh. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 35 yards.
First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That is to Wiley, open on the left. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
On the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Ben in motion is Brown. A throw down on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Jones keeping this one. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Jones. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 84, Tyler Warren. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. Gun, it's Jones. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
That's good for a Colts.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd down is a recipe for success.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for defense to defend.
It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On play action, it's Jones. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Now Jones throwing on second down. He'll step up and run this. He can't beat a right quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
16 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's out quickly to Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Shotgun now for Jones. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Badgley now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Chiefs 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Nico Remigio will bring it back. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll bring him down until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are all holes in the back end, and they're able to
carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Colts have come away with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. We'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Jones to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 5. Now Jones. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He gets 3. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Chiefs 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Returnable for Remigio. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw, left side, is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's good. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
For a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around it, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Throwing now is Jones. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. Ball's out. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Complete left side to Worthy. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to take it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Now, Mahomes. Overarm in a flash, and he lost the football. And unfortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is second down and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught by the tight end. Noah Grant. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. The outside, hauled in by Pittman. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to have a Colts 1st down. They'll have it. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 8.
And the Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's good for a
It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
35-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Jones. trying to set up the screen here. And that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a...
And he's in! Touchdown, Colts. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Chiefs 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Remigio now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Play action here. Mahomes. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short. So they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8. Setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. That is hard. He gets the hook up with Rice. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
17 more yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He will score! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Buckner's extra point is good, and the Chiefs extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now it's Buckner following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go again with count. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So his offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. That's Pierce in motion. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there.
Incomplete.
And that will lead to a second down.
2nd down and 10.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
How quickly to Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Colts, first down. First and
So often,
10
Mike, you
at the
can
24-yard
tell
line.
a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on fourth.
The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Trying on left side and caught by Pittman. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Jones to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on fourth down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 14. First down, Kansas City.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Second and 5. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That's on the tackle, Jawan Taylor. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. The throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All time here in this third quarter, and first and 10. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, KC.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7.
Chiefs 31, Colts 24.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Jones gonna hang on to it here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they'll work his way down inside the 40. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion is Warren. They go right deep to Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They go right back to Downs. He's down again. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. This from an even 50 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Chiefs.
RPO with work to Rice. And he's into the end zone. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Colts 24.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Jones. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
49-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll take this forward for a touchdown. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
In motion comes Pittman. Throwing now is Jones. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down. After a gain of 7.
That's good for a Colts.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A design run here with Jones.
Jones on the keeper. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Jones. That is caught. And now in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
6-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot, and that's just a big-time play.
He will do it himself. He's in. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Badgley now, attack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts will cut the deficit to 7.
Chiefs 38, Colts 31. Michael Badgley set
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Remigio now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes is going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They put Kelsey in motion. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
35.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. Run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try to run for it.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
31.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He'll start this drive by kicking it himself. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what plays coming next.
And he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing, Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Here's a big one now from Michael Badgley. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
34.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Remigio now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Side of midfield.
23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Chiefs first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the carry, it's Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Mekhi Blackman on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Second down, here's a run with Kelly. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Brought down by Drew Tranquil. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On play action, it's Jones. Open man downfield, it's Bentley. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Colts first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they've got to get some defensive stops.
Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Jones to the air again. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes right inside the 20-yard line.
That's a prototypical coverage set. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Now, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is fourth down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
On the return is Gould. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Play action now. It's Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pick up of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Wait for this.
Here's third down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Colts first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5 with his second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Jones operating out of the pistol. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Forced out wide, and that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
So the two components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on 1st down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Now, Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
4-yard attempt.
Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This is 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. Weighing out, and he made the catch. What a play. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He takes off.
Nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, they'll throw with Jones. There's that man again. Another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Well, they hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.